Good morning. Good morning from sunny Philippines. We are underneath a tropical depression or possible signal 1 typhoon, the lowest category of it, coming across right now. Let me show you here. So that's it coming across right there. You see it's all pretty back this way. Nice skies. Everyone's out swimming and playing. It's just a mild one though, the lowest category between tropical depression and signal 1. But still, people have to take precaution. It's normal in the life of the Filipinos though. This is a normal part of their life. Now as you see here, I went ahead and started doing a little dry fitting on this. Seeing how it's going to work. I don't think I'm going to use the curved piece on the other end here. I believe I'll use this 90-degree elbow, and that looks like it's going to be a lot cleaner shot. I'll put one of the short straight pieces in between. Wish I didn't have to have an extra section and boot there, but it'll be okay. I think it'll all look pretty nice. So that's my follow-up on where I'm at right now. I'll cut that and trim it. Of course, I'm going to lose that flared end. I may double clamp it. We'll see. That's where we're at right now. I removed the air inlet pipe. I removed it right here to find a little bit of shock of a damaged tube underneath right here. They had tried to patch it apparently, put a sleeve in there and clamp it. It may have been working a little bit, but it's pretty burned up and damaged, and it's making me think I could have possibly sucked a little bit of dirt. Although the filter seems like it's been doing its job. I removed that water bottle that didn't belong there, and this is the old pipe that connected across the turbocharger to the intake. Now when you cut these pipes, remember that this pressure is blowing directly into your engine. It's going straight in, right into the intake valves, right on top of the pistons. So if you do any cutting, you be sure and deburr this. Make sure there's no little pieces of trash aluminum left behind. And also, if you can put a slight bevel on this edge right here, that will keep from slicing any rubber on your hose when you slide it inside of there, because even that rubber will go inside your engine. So I just really can't emphasize enough, sand this. Sand it to the inside, sand it to the outside, put a bevel on it so you don't shave your hose, and make sure and blow it out. Make sure that you don't leave any debris anywhere. Check it, and check it again. It is just, I can't stress how important that is. You do not want premature failure in an engine because you let particles of aluminum or rubber go inside directly in your engine. Again, check, always check. And be sure when you have this engine apart in here, be sure that anywhere that's open, either temporarily put a rag inside of it, or just be very careful that you're not allowing any debris to get inside this motor. In here, if you get into this intake on there, anywhere, do your due diligence and be careful on that. Well, here it is. I got it done. I spent maybe 2.5 hours this afternoon putting this together. It actually went a lot smoother than I thought it would. 2 of the reducers I bought did not fit properly. One end was formed correctly, but the other end, they still didn't reduce it enough, even though it's the size I ordered. One of them did fit correctly, and they were all 3 ordered at the same time, same size. That's the fault of the manufacturer. But I don't know if I can source those here in the Philippines. I may have to just get them when I go back to the US and correct it next trip. But for now, I improvised and it'll work. I also eliminated the plastic crossover tube from the air cleaner to the turbocharger. There turned out there was a bad 90 rubber boot going down to the turbocharger that someone had tried to patch before. It looks like it was done maybe in Japan before it came here. There was some evidence of that because there was a slip of a soda can, and the soda can's all in Japanese, so do the math. Can't blame the Filipinos for doing that here. So here we are. I'll show it to you. Here it is. Now I have not bolted this down yet. It's sitting there pretty good, but of course I don't want to rub a hole in the intercooler. So I'm thinking I can go make me a small bracket and just go from that bolt right there, bring me a 90 up and bolt it right there. And then over here on the turbocharger side, there's a bolt right there, bring me a strap up. Same thing, turn a 90 in it, bring me a strap up and bolt it right there. I think that'll hold it fairly good. I just was able to clear the master cylinder to where I'll be able to fill it and service it. I just cleared the diesel filter and the primer to where I don't believe I need to move it, so I think I'm okay there. Here's a little bit of look here. I brought this all around. This is one of them that I had to improvise on. So there is a piece of this metal tubing slipped inside to give it something hard to clamp down against. But I did have to clamp rubber on rubber right there. This was the original boot that was already here. This 90 did not fit. So here it is. I slid a tube inside of it, clamped it down, rubber on rubber with a piece of metal inside. It would probably work from now on, but I will source and get the right one. I can still access my oil fill cap here on the other side. You see everything's fine there. I can still access everything there fine. On the air cleaner, I did have to clock it a little different. The original notch is right underneath where this clamp here is now, as you see. I had to clock it around and cut me a new notch right here to clear my tubes here. If it was not for this body lift, I would have not been able to do this project. With no body lift, forget it. You cannot do this formulation like I've done right here. But here it is. It's artwork, right? But the thing is, there's probably less tubing here than there is on a factory intercooler when it's all the way down in front of the radiator and comes up everywhere. Probably just about maybe the same or less. Plus you see this and it looks like there's additional tubing. I just wanted that to kind of dress it up a little bit more. I didn't like that old black plastic one across there. So there you have it. Not completely done, but getting pretty close. It wasn't bad for maybe 2.5 hours time working here alone by myself on this to figure this out and make it happen. A couple clamps also. A couple of these clamps, I had to use the old clamps that was here. Now really, I'm not crazy about those. But these clamps that I got were not large enough for those bigger sizes. That was probably my mistake, not thinking about that they wouldn't be as adjustable as your old standard hose clamps right there. So that's another thing I'll source and see if I can find here. I'm gonna go to a shop that I found out about right here in our town. It's called Joe's Trucks. I'm going there later this afternoon, me and my wife. But turns out there is a off-road truck modification shop right here nearby. And me and the little wife right there will be going there later. So there you have it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and follow us all you can. Thank you.